What's up, everyone? It's me, your certified bumbling, a brainless, a bonehead. And welcome back to Minecraft One Day at a Time, where I've just realized I don't have my clock in my inventory. Where did I put it? There it is. There we go. The ever-faithful timepiece. Alright. Well, we've got ourselves day 31. Do I have anything in the furnace? Yep, a little bit of that. Where we're going to spend our Monday doing a little bit of chores and prepping to do some interiors and to continue to build up room 3. And we're going to kind of set this. We're going to try something a little different with One Day at a Time. It's going to be an overarching sort of a weekly goal, and we're going to try to have some little daily goals that hopefully should lead up to that. But that means that today is simply a chores day. I know that's not very exciting, but... Ooh, I just had a thought. How am I doing on iron? Not in the furnaces. I don't have any in the furnaces. Stack in 23. Now that's not bad, but it could be better. So instead of room 3, we're going to put room 3 on hold. Change my mind. We're going to bring over some villagers from either of those two villages. And we're going to set up some farms and farming things. We want ones that are going to be right on top of our base. So I'm actually thinking that we, sketchy as it sounds, we put them in the basement. Unless y'all have a better idea. Maybe I build an individual building. Let's think about this real quick. We're going to do our chores. We're going to do our prep work. But we're going to think about that. We're going to try and figure out what we're going to do. There's also... This might be too far away, but if we go over there, under there, there's that like shelf area. That could be a great place for certain industrial farms and things like that. But I'd like to get an iron farm going, just so I don't have to worry about it or go mining for it. Leave it feeling there. I didn't. Okay, cool. Or do we build a whole new building for it, maybe? That would take probably a couple of weeks on this series to complete. I don't know. Sound like a villager. I do want to say, this being day 31 on Friday, we called it 1 month. 1 month of One Day at a Time. And we're going to kind of keep track a little bit that way. Every 30 episodes will be a month in this wonderful series. Which I know won't be a month as per the regular calendar, because I only release on weekdays. But, you know, I kind of like having that as sort of a standard to go by, where... I didn't do anything on day 20 to call it a month, so we're going to do it day 30, day 60, and stuff like that. And amazingly, I haven't even died yet. I'm very... At least not to my recollection. Correct me down in the comments if I have, but I'm pretty sure I haven't. Huh. I kind of want the house to eventually expand out a good chunk of the way this way. It probably will. The thing about farms is you either have to hide them or make them look good by hiding them in a building. So you either hide them underground or you hide them in a building. And maybe that's what I could do. Maybe I could hide them underground there. But I'm not sure I like that idea very much. Now I've got my animals all down here. Let's grab these eggs. So I could build it up down here. I did replant these before I start just losing all of them. Okay, yes, I did. Okay, cool. Any chickens missed? Okay. Did I miss anyone? Okay, there we go. Anyone else? No, I don't think so. Okay. Come on. Up. Okay, well, I think we're all good there. So we can move on to our pigs. The thing about iron farms is they're kind of wonky to try and build underground too. And I'd kind of like the villager breeder to be right next to the iron farm. I have just nice simple ways of building both. Oh, the one thing though is that my usual way of getting the zombie in and out of sight of the villagers is so sad. And that would require me to go to the nether. Grab a few more of these eggs. We're getting to a point where I could probably start on a chicken farm too to solve my food problem. Storage isn't over here anymore. It's a new house. We moved in on day 25 to new house. We got our storage room over and everything. So, yes, I think it was day 25. Honestly, I don't remember. That's right. I can use the beetroots to deal with the pigs. That's what I should have done. Thinking. You know what? Let's do the basement. Let's start to carve out a bit of iron farm in the basement. So what if we put it just over here? We found a way to do it in a way that looks nice. It's just over here on the other side. What would we make it look like? That's the other question. And the answer is I don't know. I rarely come into these recording sessions with much of a plan, which might bite me in the butt, but it's kind of how I like to roll. It's very just go with the flow kind of a thing. So let's see. I'm gonna need to make a new axe. Well, let's chop down our trees. We got a fair bit of timber. So I think we can potentially, just for a little bit, sort of put the tree line away. Grab sticks. Put the tree lines away. Especially as we're getting to day 1 and we haven't gotten end of day 31 and we haven't gotten very far. So I think here's what we're going to do. Here's how we declare the end of the day. I got to get going on it, but let's lay out a sort of a warehouse over here, just on the other side. Nothing too... Oh, jeez. Big tree. These are big oaks, so the worst to cut down. Well, no, not as bad as mangrove. Mangrove's pretty bad. There we go. Alright. Let's lay out the foundations for a warehouse. The warehouse... I'll have to do some looking. But that's going to be our goal for this week. We're going to set up, instead of room 3, we're going to get villagers right away. We're going to set up a warehouse in which we can put our farms. And we're going to put it over here. I'm going to put it over here so that we have a nice sort of... it's close to where we're going to just be spending most of our time anyway, because I'm not AFK in this world, right? But that way it's also not in my house, right? So let's start to dig dirt, and we'll get things moving. Now, how big do I need this to be? That is the other question. So we got to dig out. We're going to place at least some corner blocks. And then before I record day 32, I'll actually do a little bit of like research and inspiration, try and figure out how I want this to, how we want to build this, so that we can have a better idea. So it's not just like a big old box, you know? Like classic warehouse is just going to be like a big rectangle, big rectangular prism, and I don't want that. I want something with visual appeal. So it may not look like a warehouse, but it'll be our warehouse, you know? We'll have appropriated it into a warehouse. And it's where we'll villager breeder. Well, should we villager breeder or should we just iron farm? Because the two main things I use villagers for is iron farm. Hello. Is for trading, obviously, and iron farms. And that's about it. You know, this is not a crazy industrial world. But I will want some farmage, I think. Just some simple thing, like bamboo and sugar cane, you know, simple farms. Maybe moss. Maybe moss, maybe not moss. I don't know. So what's going to be a good size? I don't want it larger than my house is going to be, but my house is going to turn out pretty big. It may even expand over here to the right. Oh, actually, it's looking pretty nice from this angle. Yeah, this is good. I'm pretty happy with it so far. The ADHD strikes again. Okay, let's light up back here. What we'll probably do... Oh, another... There we go. Maybe what we'll do is we will do some like underground bits for most of it. So about this big should be perfect because it'll be just an entrance, and we'll dig down. I like that idea. So we'll have let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. 15 by 9. I think 15 by 9 is good. There we go. Okay. We could call that a day. Warehouse setup. Now what we're going to start doing on the next episode, on day 32, is start to build up some walls and a roof. And once we've got the outer shell, we'll figure out the digging down part. So, on that note, well, that's been a maybe mildly confusing, but is what it is. One day at a time episode, day 31. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.